Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you for joining us here at the First Alert Desk on Atlanta News First Plus. Coming to you at the top of the hour now, 1 o'clock on Friday, to get you caught up on the latest stories making headlines in and around the metro Atlanta area. I'm Maria Moreau. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to start out with a traffic alert that we've been following. We first broke this to you on Atlanta News First and in the Atlanta News First app. You'll need to continue to find alternate routes in Decatur as crews are still working to repair a broken water main. Road closures and detours remain in place on Wesley Chapel Road at Snapfinger Woods Drive. Now, at this time, one lane along this busy road near I-20 is off limits. Do keep that in mind. Officials haven't said how long repairs will take, but they warn that some residents in the area might experience low to no water pressure. We'll keep you updated on AtlantaNewsFirst.com. And big news, this just something that we've been following since yesterday on Atlanta News First. Redistricting efforts now coming to its final say here. A new congressional map for the state of Georgia could be coming as soon as today. Lawmakers are deciding right now under the Gold Dome during a special legislative session after a federal judge ordered them to redraw the map, saying the current one takes power away from black voters. Now, in the past, Democrats have accused Republicans of drawing maps that favored GOP candidates in 2010 and in 2021. The new map presented this week by Democrats would likely give them 2 more state Senate seats, and that really could change a lot in the upcoming election. If you're a voter, this could impact you. So we're following this. We'll bring you updates on AtlantaNewsFirst.com. Today, actually happening right now, we are following the latest in the indictment trial out of Fulton County of former President Donald Trump and co-conspirators. 3 of former President Donald Trump's alleged co-conspirators are expected to appear at a motions hearing. Their lawyers are actually there at this moment at 1 o'clock. We actually have been broadcasting that to you on AtlantaNewsFirst.com and in the Atlanta News First app on our secondary stream. Ray Stalling-Smith, Robert Shealy, and David Schaefer are all facing felony racketeering charges in the Georgia election interference case. Their lawyers are trying to have those charges thrown out on First Amendment grounds. The appearance is happening right now. You can catch that right here on our live stream. I'm taking you out to AtlantaNewsFirst.com. If you have our mobile app, you can watch it in our live coverage on this article right here, or you can go to the Watch Live section under Special Events. We'll continue to update you, send you push alerts on any major developments in this. Again, former President Donald Trump's attorney is making his own first court appearance on behalf of the former president, trying to get these charges against him dropped. We also have the attorneys for the alleged co-conspirators in the courtroom, and we are following the latest to come out of that. And some news out of Washington. George Santos is officially out. You might have heard this through our previous coverage. The historic House vote happened a little before noon today. The now former New York congressman becomes the 6th lawmaker ever to be expelled from the chamber. Now, the move to expel Santos follows a damning House Ethics Committee report alleging that he broke campaign finance laws, apparently by spending some of the money on Botox, shopping, and even travel. Now, Representative Santos was indicted back in May and pleaded not guilty to 23 federal charges of fraud, all tied to those alleged campaign finance violations. Santos has previously said that if he were to be expelled, he would wear that, quote, like a badge of honor. So we do have the official decision. It was a bipartisan decision to expel the representative. George Santos will no longer be a part of the congressional body. We have that full article and the latest to come out of that on AtlantaNewsFirst.com. And I know the big news on everyone's mind is the SEC Championship happening tomorrow. A lot of fans that managed to secure tickets are really counting down to the big kickoff. We actually went down to Dunkin' Donuts to catch up with a very deserving family who got quite the surprise of their own. Our Madeline Montgomery reports.
When the Brewer family came into Duncan this morning, they thought that they were just going to come, grab some donuts, and then go to school. Little did the kids know that they were actually getting tickets to see their favorite team, the Georgia Bulldogs, play in the SEC Championship. Not your normal breakfast run for the Brewer family.
We get tickets to the Georgia game.
Dunkin' Donuts teamed up with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta to send the UGA fans to the SEC Championship.
Dunkin' gets Jamie going in the morning, and then Children's helps us during the day whenever we go for treatment, so we're so appreciative.
The Brewers were chosen to go to the game not only because they're Georgia Bulldogs, but because of 9-year-old Caroline's battle with cancer.
She was diagnosed with a brain tumor called anaplastic ependymoma, but it's now just a high-grade glioma. It's changed some. But she has been through 4 radiosurgeries. She's been on 4 different chemos, 3 clinical trials, and over 90 days of radiation.
All those treatments mean not a lot of time to go up to Athens to catch a game.
I have missed some of these games recently, these big games, and being able to go to one is just absolutely amazing, and I was so excited for the rest of our family to know too.
Caroline has her outfit all planned out.
My cheerleading dress.
And is more than ready to cheer on her favorite team.
Go Georgia Bulldogs!
The Brewers tell me they definitely need to go shopping so they can get their swag to wear to the bins tomorrow, and they said they're probably going to need some help from Dunkin' Coffee to be awake for that afternoon game. Reporting in Brookhaven, I'm Madeline Montgomery, Atlanta News First.
And that afternoon game happening tomorrow, Saturday at 4 o'clock. If you are one of the lucky fans that get to go, please tag us. We want to see all your pictures, all the excitement, and showing off your Georgia Bulldog pride. You know, we love moments like these here at Atlanta News First, and over 2023, we've got to capture some fantastic memories with you all throughout our time doing community events with you guys, talking with you on the street. We thought we'd put together a little video highlighting some of our favorite moments from this past year.
Atlanta News First presents Our Year in Your Community.
Happy holidays and welcome to the 2023 edition of Atlanta News First in the Community. I'm Sean Gables.
And I'm Blair Miller. Today we are highlighting our year of giving as we acknowledge several of our community partners and the incredible work they do in and around Metro Atlanta.
We're going to start with our Books to Kids campaign. This event touches our entire staff, from packing the books to reading to the children and watching their little face light up when they realize they will receive a bag filled with books to take home and keep forever.
Give me 5. You ready to read today?
And to put books in the hands of kids who need them. That's for you. Today, it is all about the kids.
We're helping kids learn to read one book at a time.
That you're exploring your book.
With each book, we're building a brighter future.
You ready to read? We got some amazing books for you. How about? There we go.
It was not an ordinary Friday at this Clayton County Elementary School. Students pre-K through 5th at Lee Street Elementary on the receiving end of free books and a red carpet experience. It was all smiles and lots of cheers.
To know that they're getting a book, 5 free books, and that's what means so much to all of our students. I'm excited about what's going to happen after, when this is all over and they get back from the holiday break, how excited they are going to be about literacy.
Open it up. Look inside there.
Atlanta News First is on a mission to make reading fun and accessible.
Reading is so foundational to success. Everything these guys do and the success they'll have will be predicated on their ability to read.
How you guys doing? It's good to see you guys.
Well, Blair, you really were a hit with the kiddos.
I think everybody had fun out there.
We had a blast. And by the way, Atlanta News First has distributed more than 75,000 books over the past 6 years, helping more than 15,000 students in need across Metro Atlanta.
And experts say if kids are not reading proficiently by 3rd grade, they most likely will never catch up. 3rd grade is really when children make the shift from learning to read to reading to learn.
And we couldn't do any of this without the help of our sponsors. Ken Nugent, attorneys at law, McDonald's, Subaru of Kennesaw, Troncalli Subaru, Delta Community Credit Union, Page Turners make great learners, Georgia State, 2 Men in a Truck, and Georgia Department of Education. Helping our neighbors and reducing food waste at the same time, Atlanta News First, proud to partner with Second Helpings Atlanta for yet another year.
This organization rescues food that would have otherwise gone to waste and puts it to much better use, feeding people right here in our area.
Each week, they pack nearly 2,000 meals to be distributed to those in need. The Atlanta News First volunteers pitch in every quarter. That's 3 to 4 times per year. Nearly 24 employees, both on air and behind the scenes, roll up their sleeves, spend part of their day preparing, packing, and sorting meals. For many volunteers, the program is personal, and for others, it's just their way of giving back.
I think everybody in this room probably has a life better than 90% of the people walking the face of the earth. So I think we're called to give back and help others that don't have the life that we have.
We're a hunger relief organization. We rescue fresh surplus food from donors around Metro Atlanta, and we bring that food to our partner agencies who are nonprofits as well, and they distribute the food to their clients. And this kind of support enables us to pick up more food. That's the bottom line.
The nonprofit relies on its network of volunteers to make sure its mission comes together. If you're interested in volunteering with Second Helpings Atlanta, we have details on our website, atlantanewsfirst.com. When you think about the weather and weather forecasting, most people don't think it can make money. But that's not true if you watch our 11 p.m. forecast each night. That's where you will see our 3-degree guarantee.
Each night at 11, our meteorologists track the forecast high. And as long as the day's actual high is within 3 degrees, we donate $50 to the monthly charity of choice. And at the end of the month, we present a check to the charity. And the check is matched by our sponsors.
We have Lori Lemansky. She is with House Proud. We are giving you this check today for $1,600. Tell us a little bit about House Proud and what you do.
Sure. I'm Lori Lemansky. I'm the Program and Development Director for House Proud, and we are a nonprofit that does critical no-cost repairs for veterans and seniors. So this money is going to be very helpful to help our seniors and our veteran legacy homeowners that are in their homes and can't afford the repairs themselves because they're on a fixed budget. So
Very
so
good.
thankful, very excited for this opportunity.
And we raised $800 with Atlanta News First, but the reason the check is for $1,600 is because our partners at Cool Ray, they matched our donation. Tim Smith with Cool Ray.
Yep.
Thank you, doubling our donation.
And this is just a great partnership with Atlanta News First and House Proud to just give back to everybody in the community.
This is for you, Ray.
Thank you.
And Bridge of Light, we are so happy to give this to you. Tell us a little bit about what Bridge of Light does.
Yeah, sure. So we provide free mobile showers and mobile laundry for individuals experiencing homelessness in hopes to help and help them transition to self-sufficiency.
And $2,100. Tell me how this will help your organization.
Yeah, this will help us greatly. So it'll allow us to serve a couple more days this summer, providing new underwear, new clothing, water, hygiene products, and shoes for individuals experiencing homelessness.
And tell us a little bit about why this is such need here in Atlanta.
This is such a need because, unfortunately, homelessness is growing here in Atlanta because of rising rents, and it's important because everyone deserves dignity.
And thank you for all the work that you do. There it is, our check for May, Bridge of Light, the total, $2,100. Yay!
She's still dancing. Hey.
Up next, who doesn't love a parade? Atlanta News First celebrates freedom while embracing tradition and culture.
Plus, Atlanta shows up and shows out at this year's Pride Parade in a big way.
It's a celebration of all of the love, laughter, and joy that this community has.
Fantastic to be loved and to love everyone for who they are.
Unity, visibility, and wellness.
That is the essence of this year's Pride Parade and Festival. And Atlanta is prepared to show up and show out.
Where we are respecting pride and making sure that everybody in the ATL knows that Atlanta includes everybody.
It's a party, it's a protest, it's a parade. It's awesome to see.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We're hoping that everyone will embrace diversity, equality, and inclusion where everyone is treated fairly regardless of their sexual preference.
We're known as the city too busy to hate.
Where the LGBTQ plus community says the message is to always spread love.
I think Pride is about celebrating who you are and all the facets of that. And we want to encourage people to really show out with flavor and passion and just bring their fullest selves.
Pride weekend here in Atlanta really is epic, and this year more than 100,000 people filled the streets of Midtown for a festival and parade like none other.
It's one of the largest Pride celebrations in the country, and this year's theme was Show Up and Show Out, and Atlanta did just that. Our parent company, Gray TV and Atlanta News First, not only covered the parade, we participated in the lineup.
If you like smiles and color, the Atlanta Pride Parade was the place to be on Happy Pride! The scene of joy and fun, a far cry from the original Atlanta Gay Rights March in 1971.
We haven't always had these rights. I remember being 14 or 15 when gay marriage was legalized.
Over 100,000 people lined Peachtree Avenue and 10th Street cheering different floats and making new friends.
Y'all sitting there like y'all are old friends. When did y'all meet?
Literally just now.
Like what, 10 minutes ago?
Even if you didn't know they live nearby.
I live in Lawrenceville, yes.
Okay. I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee, and I live in Lawrenceville too.
Hey!
No way you live in Lawrenceville.
You see this, you call that connection.
And while my work today was behind the camera, Atlanta News First made sure to get in on the fun. For some, Pride was just part of the reason to celebrate.
It was our anniversary weekend. Thank you. 2 years.
And others just couldn't contain themselves. On a day that years ago started as a way to march for a place in the world, now marches to celebrate.
The fact that there are so many people here who understand that no matter if you understand who I am, you accept who I am.
This weekend to me is about basically spreading positivity, spreading love.
Marching through Atlanta. Joshua Skinner.
We've been preparing for this our whole lives.
Atlanta First.
This is Hartsfield-Jackson Airport at night, and this is how dark it is when runners begin the annual Mayor's 5K on the 5th runway.
Thousands of runners and walkers pack the runway at the world's busiest airport, and it really is for a great cause. Atlanta News First is a proud sponsor.
On the tarmac of the 5th runway at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International, more than 2,000 runners from many walks of life are gathering, but they're here for one cause.
Well, it's fun, and it's fitness, and it's for the scholarships. So I know what the end result is. This year, 125 kids got scholarships to go to college.
For the past 9 years, Atlanta's mayor has kept a wonderful tradition, gathering participants to shut down the runway and run a 5K.
I ran the whole way. You can't walk in 26 minutes.
It's all to raise money for the mayor's scholarship fund. Atlanta News First is a proud sponsor. We even had our very own runners participating this year.
First time I've run 3.1 miles since I was 17 years old in high school.
There were runners and power walkers of all ages.
You left me behind. I tried to keep the pace.
Steve Stanfield says he appreciated how flat the course was.
It's very, very flat. The only issue you have to worry about when it's rainy, like it's wet today, is the paint on the runway where the mark where the plane should land.
He picked up running at 56 years old.
My wife and I have been doing this for the last 5 or 6 years now. We really enjoy it. We come down from North Carolina.
No matter what place they came in, runners still received medals and satisfaction knowing their dollars are going to students who otherwise may not have been able to pay for college.
Quick pop quiz here. Have you heard of the shuttle of shame? That's when participants who don't finish the race in the allotted time, which is about an hour, are picked up by a shuttle to clear the runway in time for planes to take off.
Gotta get them out.
No detail, and we mean not one, has gone unnoticed when building assembly studios, and that includes the ponds right behind us.
Yep, they're right back there. It doesn't just look nice. These ponds are actually serving an eco-friendly purpose.
As you take a cruise through assembly studios, plenty of things will catch your eye. Among those are sure to be these water features. Well, they still need water, but here's a sneak peek. And they're for a lot more than looking pretty.
We think of this as one more additional studio out here.
At Assembly, you can be transported to New York, New Orleans, or the middle of the ocean. That's thanks to some innovative design by landscape architects Bob Hughes and Chris Mutter of HGOR.
We're standing on the bottom of what will be 3 feet of water of a wet fountain, which is also going to be referred to as a wet stage. It's a filmable environment. We literally created vehicle access. You can drive into it, and they can put blue screen, green screen around this environment. We can feel like we're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean and filming on a battleship.
And if you think it can't be done, did you know Jaws was filmed in only 2 feet of water?
You're going to need a bigger boat.
And actors were in a swimming pool for parts of Titanic. We're flying! Jack! Now, before, if you wanted to film a scene at a lake, you'd have to come to places like here, Lake Lanier, where scenes from the show Ozark were filmed. But now, you don't even have to leave the studio.
Let's do as much as we can here so that we don't have to go through the time and cost to go somewhere else to create those scenes that are important in the movies.
And as exciting as the film potential is, the ponds serve an important environmental function.
It's a way of really dealing responsibly with the water, collecting it, encouraging infiltration, water quality, and purification.
The retention ponds are designed to capture stormwater for about 55 acres of the expansive property. Each can hold about 6 or 7 feet of water before slowly receding into the Nancy Creek watershed and the Chattahoochee River, filtered by aquatic plants.
We're out to create great places for people, places that produce a sound return on investments and have a stewardship ethic for future generations.
An important project with an innovative undertaking.
I can't say I've done a mixed-use development quite like the Assembly, but I can also say confidently I don't think there is another mixed-use development quite like the Assembly.
Up next, Survivors in Pink, celebrating 25 years and the huge strides one organization is making in Atlanta.
Being excited about July 4th, but before we get there, we've got Juneteenth.
Walking boldly in the steps of our ancestors.
Reminds us that slavery did exist. You know, it still reverberates today.
Honoring a resilient legacy carved out of struggle and oppression.
If people can be taught to hate, they can be taught to love.
Metro Atlanta gathers to honor those who have come before us.
Celebrate freedom, emancipation, particularly for a city like us with a rich history and civil rights.
While ushering in the next generation who will spring us forward.
It's not just another off holiday, but that it's really a celebration of the real freedom.
All Americans can feel the power of this day and learn from our history.
Black history is American history.
Lift every voice and sing.
Juneteenth is a day African Americans have celebrated for decades, but not everyone understands the significance. It's really a celebration of freedom and resilience.
Juneteenth gets its name from combining June and 19th, the day in 1865, when enslaved people were informed that the war was finally over. The Union had won, and it now had the manpower to enforce the end of slavery.
Atlanta News First joined with our community partners to broadcast this year's Juneteenth Parade and Festival that, for many, is their true Independence Day.
Shining the light on Black excellence. For years, the Juneteenth Atlanta Parade and Music Festival has celebrated unity, equality, and freedom. In 2014, it started as a promise to elders here in the city.
We were canvassing, passing out flyers like we normally do for the event, and we passed by this singers place, and they were like, hey, we gave them flyers, and they were like, well, can y'all come back? Well, we were asking them, could they come to the event? And they were like, well, we probably can't.
So the masterminds behind what was a smaller event at the time decided to bring the parade to the seniors.
There was probably about 20. I think of Shaker Ray's, Masiki Scales came out with his drum and this bike thing that he has that you can bring around, and then we had some children double dutching, and it was just a handful of people just saying, hey, we're going to take this to the seniors.
And they showed up.
We just had a fantastic time, so that was really the beginning of the Juneteenth Atlanta Parade.
Originally, the idea behind the event was only to spread the word.
So the majority of what we were doing was educating people on what Juneteenth was about.
Because it wasn't until 2021 when Juneteenth was recognized as a federal holiday.
By making Juneteenth a federal holiday, all Americans can feel the power of this day and learn from our history.
Well, that was huge for us because our organization, Juneteenth Atlanta, is a part of the National Juneteenth Observance Foundation, which is really the group that helped push the legislation through.
Building this parade and festival from the ground up, thousands of Atlantans now line the streets of downtown.
To see the parade grow to this space is really phenomenal for us. A handful of people, right, to where we are today. Most of it was grassroots.
Major growth that now goes beyond the holiday.
We're in the community every weekend, every month. I can't say every day, but I mean, we're there a lot of times to really facilitate programs, initiatives, all the time. Slavery is not our starting point. You know what I mean? That emancipation is not our starting point. We have tons of history to celebrate for Juneteenth.
Up next, a year of surprises, courtesy of the Atlanta News First Surprise Squad. How this partnership continues to grow and change lives.
Atlanta News First presents Our Year in Your Community.
The surprises are fun, but a full year of surprises, even better.
All year long, the Atlanta News First Surprise Squad pulled out all of the stops for deserving recipients who make a difference in their communities.
This is a show of appreciation for teachers taking their love outside of the classroom.
Hey, sweet Mariah.
10-year-old Mariah McGuire is severely disabled as a result of a car crash that killed her mother.
Who is that?
Her grandmother Joycelyn now takes care of her,
Mariah.
taking her to and from numerous doctor's appointments and getting her to school every day.
We love you so much, and Mariah. So, your family, and Mariah's family, we knew that she needed help and saw how, we had to lift her in the classroom, and it took two of us every single time, and so for her to be doing it by herself just wasn't fair.
Seeing that need, the teachers decided they needed to do something.
The community raised the money. We, just helped in getting that going.
A fundraiser raised enough money to buy Mariah and her grandmother a wheelchair-accessible van.
I was shocked.
And overwhelmed by the outpouring of support.
I don't have to break the wheelchair down. I don't have to pick her up. I don't have to put the wheelchair in the back of my car.
The teachers' unselfishness got them a visit from the Atlanta News First Surprise Squad.
There is a Chick-fil-A card. There is a TJ Maxx. And a Target card. I got a Shane's. I got a Dick's Sporting Goods and Michael's. I love to make crafts.
This box is for you, Sharon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, this is hilarious. Well, I have a little antique booth, and I'm constantly refinishing furniture, and so this will definitely be put to good use. This is my favorite store of all time. Like when we got one in Henry County, I was ecstatic and have spent so much money there. And who doesn't love Chick-fil-A?
There was more from Beaver Toyota.
We also want to give back to the community as well, so on behalf of Beaver Toyota, we want to write out a $500 check to every single one of you.
I am a Toyota girl.
I literally can't believe it. Yo, we don't deserve this. This is our job.
With all the running Joycelyn does up and down the highway, we had something for her, too.
Oh, no! Yeah! Thank you! Thank you!
happened next surprised even me.
I didn't know about this one. What is this?
This one's a very big surprise. So to put the icing on the cake, we want to also give you another $500 for you, Miss Mariah.
That one I didn't know about.
And my van is a Toyota. Thank you. God bless all of you. Thank you.
We are indeed blessed with teachers like these impacting lives for a lifetime.
I've been teaching for 28 years. It's just meant more to me than anything I've ever done. It's amazing.
I'm Groovy Orza with the Atlanta News First Surprise Squad. How are you?
I'm overwhelmed. It's a lot. It's a lot to be back here, to see all these people. It's a lot. It's good to be back. It's good to be back.
Look at that! This is the first time Frank Barker's been back at Fire Station 11 in more than a month.
It went from a brother to family overnight. These guys mean more to me than ever. I got the people behind me right there, and this is it right here.
Frank was badly burned fighting this house fire. He had third-degree burns over 20% of his body, multiple surgeries to reconstruct his left hand. It's kept him from working.
I was going back to the station to see the guys, so a lot of these people don't work here.
Well, the real reason that you're here is because the Atlanta News First Surprise Squad likes to give back to people in our community who are doing good things, and you put your life on the line like the rest of your teammates here every single day for your community. Can you see what that is? That's a check for $2,000 from the Atlanta News First Surprise Squad toward your recovery.
Thank you. Thank you guys, first off. I didn't expect any of this.
As a former firefighter myself, I understand everything you're going through. These guys, they're all my brothers and sisters. So for me especially, you're a true hero, and I thank you for everything. As far as Beaver Toyota, we have another check for you to help out with everything. Second jobs, you name it. So we love you. We thank you so much for everything.
You know, as a father, as a husband, the first thing, all this happened, first thing I think about is my family, right? When you take the financial worries out of things, it changes everything. So I don't want to be out of work. This is not how I expected it. But to get this time with my family is also special. And when you take big worries out of it like this, it just changes everything.
For the man who served 10 years in the U.S. military with 2 tours in Iraq, we also had something special. So, 2 tickets to the VIP suite at Mercedes-Benz Stadium to see the Falcons play.
At this point, I take it that you guys spoke to my wife. Wow. Since that stadium's been there, I've not been. And I was just telling her, maybe this year's, we finally get to a game. So yes. This is amazing.
And when he found this, it's like the spark is in him. And as terrifying as it is for me, I will never take his passion from him. The Falcons, they're always rebuilding, right, babe? They're always rebuilding. So it'll be great for him to have this, because this is a dream come true for him.
Yeah, you look good, man. You're feeling a lot better. Can't wait to see you back.
Yeah, just gonna go for a ride.
Woo!
Good to be back on this ride.
Hoping the next ride is going to be the real deal. For the Atlanta News First Surprise Squad.
Yes, I don't feel like I did anything special. I just came to work, and I just want to heal up and get back.
I'm Groovy Orza.
Deserving recipients who make a difference in their communities. We would love to hear from you if you know someone doing good things in your community. Send us an email, surprisesquad@wanf.com.
Up next, in Atlanta First, the Dream Home Giveaway that raised more than $1 million.
Help put gifts under the tree for kids in need
by adopting an angel from the Salvation Army Angel Tree.
All you have to do is pick an angel online and then start shopping.
Shipping all gifts to the Angel Tree warehouse.
If you can't commit to an angel, take advantage of the Angel Tree of Metro Atlanta Walmart Registry.
Join Atlanta News First as we help relieve the stress on local families struggling this holiday season. For more information, visit atlantanewsfirst.com/angeltree. Pink at the Home Depot backyard as breast cancer supporters and survivors walk to champion research, education, and early detection. The Atlanta News First team was part of the Great October Pink Out.
I am a two-time breast cancer survivor, and I'm still here.
I try to be positive, and show the positive energy, and just let people know it's important to do.
It's beautiful to see everybody coming together to support one cause.
I do believe, with the support of American Cancer Society and people like us to provide the support to them for the research, that a cure is possible in my lifetime at least.
Here I am, cancer-free, and I'm excited.
Walk it out, walk it out.
And we're here to celebrate the survivors and the warriors that are here today and their supporters, because this is not a disease you can fight alone.
This is one of Heather Tucker's happy places. A park in Peachtree City, where she often walks when she's not working or undergoing cancer treatment.
I thought I was going to go in, get some medication, get some fluids.
Last year, the then 28-year-old went to an urgent care after a week of feeling sick. That's where she learned cancer was eating away at her spine. Further testing revealed the cancer was in more than one place.
The test at that time revealed that it was stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. Metastatic means it spread from the original location, and it at that point was also in my liver and my bones. I was just kind of in denial, actually. I remember thinking, okay, they said there's cancer in my back, but I don't have cancer. There's just cancer in my back. Like, you know, you kind of go through that denial.
According to the National Cancer Institute, the median age for a cancer diagnosis is 66 years old. At less than half that age, Heather was shocked, but hopeful. She had surgery to fix 4 collapsed vertebrae in her back and began chemo in January. By March,
70% of the cancer cells were completely gone at that time.
Armed with good news, Heather hopped on a plane to Hawaii and celebrated her progress by running a half marathon.
I say ran, I definitely walked, knocked out the first round of chemo, finished the half marathon. I'm gonna knock this out, finish this half marathon, and do it all for American Cancer Society.
Research and treatment that could possibly lead to a cure. That's the purpose behind the Walk to End Alzheimer's.
We partnered with the Alzheimer's Association on a brisk November morning to raise awareness and money to fight this debilitating disease.
Well, Alzheimer's is a debilitating disease that affects so many people in America. That's why families are gathering here at the Battery to try to put an end to the disease. It was just last month when Lindsay Joyner's mom passed away from Alzheimer's.
It was really hard to lose her, but the end was very tough. So it's nice to know that she's in a better spot, as much as it hurts for my family and I.
Her mother, Cindy, lived with the disease for 11 years. And she's the reason Joyner collaborated with friends and hundreds of others at the Battery for the Walk to End Alzheimer's.
She advanced so far in the disease before she passed. It's like we lost her before we lost her. I don't want to see anybody go through this disease. I don't want to see any other families have to suffer watching their loved ones slowly pass away.
Atlanta News First is the official media sponsor of the event. The walk is held each year in more than 600 communities. Atlanta News First anchor Brooks Baptiste opened up about his granddad who died from Alzheimer's.
I remember the days where he was fading away and how hard it was for our family.
Participants donned handmade flowers, all representing their connection to the disease, whether as a caregiver, ally, or someone who lost someone to the disease.
4 years ago, my dad passed, and he has 3 brothers that also have passed.
All the money raised goes toward research in the effort to find a cure.
I'm here in hope, like so many others, like thousands of people, just trying to put an end to this awful disease.
At the Battery, Bridget Spencer, Atlanta News First.
The Alzheimer's Association is close to reaching its goal for 2023. There's still time to donate, though. Their campaign runs until December 31st. And we have details on AtlantaNewsFirst.com.
'23 was the first year for the St. Jude Dream Home giveaway in Metro Atlanta, and we were thrilled that Atlanta News First was the station of choice to promote such an amazing cause.
This Dream Home giveaway is a huge fundraiser for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, and we sold out well before the deadline to help raise $1.5 million for families battling childhood cancer.
Just special, very special that we get to be a part of this giveaway home.
A special part of Jennifer and Joey Anderson is on display in the St. Jude Dream Home. Cabinetry work by their Atlanta-based company, Keystone Millworks.
We found out it was for the Dream Home through another person I work with. Then we were like, oh yeah, 100%, let's do it.
They've donated everything to help St. Jude. Labor, materials, even part of themselves.
It's been 10 years, and it's still difficult to talk about, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It is, yeah.
Their very personal story of love and loss. Their daughter, Lily.
So in December of 2012, we did lose Lily.
3 years earlier, Lily was diagnosed with stage 4 neuroblastoma. She was being treated at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, but Lily needed a stem cell transplant, so the family headed to St. Jude.
Her stem cell transplant was in the Chili's Center. The rooms there had a room for Lily, but then a connecting room for parents. It was just an amazing, beautiful place, and we didn't miss a beat. They made us feel like family the second we got there, and we were scared. I have to say the doctors and the nurses and everybody there just made you feel like you were not just a number at St. Jude, you're a very special patient and family.
The Andersons didn't have to pay for anything, not for Lily's treatment nor a place to stay. All of the family's costs were covered thanks to your generous donations. And future Metro Atlanta families won't have to spend a dime either when you reserve your ticket for the Dream Home giveaway.
If it helps a family, knowing that this money is going to help the children, help the families that are going to go through this tragedy.
It's why the Andersons didn't hesitate to be part of the St. Jude Dream Home. It'll be part of a legacy for Lily.
We greatly miss Lily very, very much, but we know that she's in a beautiful place, and one day we'll be with her again.
We just wrapped up our 2023 St. Jude Dream Home giveaway, and one lucky winner won a home valued at $650,000. Rolling that hopper for us, roll. All 15,000 tickets that everyone purchased across Metro Atlanta inside that hopper right now. And out of 15,000 people who entered the Dream Home giveaway, there will only be one single winner. Dixie Smith, congratulations! Oh my goodness.
Hello. Oh, it's beautiful.
Dixie Smith and her husband Cleveland could not believe it. She won the 2023 St. Jude Dream Home.
Welcome to your new home. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It's more beautiful than the pictures. This is amazing. So this is a kitchen, Dixie and Cleveland, that y'all could really entertain in. You know what I mean? Upgraded Bosch appliances everywhere. You can stay in your bed and start the oven. Wow, start that sounds great.
Dixie says she's been watching the virtual tour of the St. Jude Dream Home again and again.
How different does it seem now being in it?
I don't. It seems bigger being in it, and I guess it seems more real.
And on the walls of this dream home, a reminder of who it's all for, the children of St. Jude.
It's a wonderful organization, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Would you like to head upstairs?
Oh, I'm ready.
And the showstoppers for Dixie, the primary suite and bathroom.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
It's just amazing.
Wow. Awesome.
Dixie is a Make-A-Wish volunteer and works to make dreams come true for St. Jude patients. That's why she's been supporting St. Jude Dream Homes across the Southeast for nearly 20 years.
So when they started doing the Dream Home in Tupelo, I thought it was just amazing. So of course I started entering, and then I started doing it like for 4 different towns in the Southeast, just as a fun game to do. I never thought I'd really win.
And we want to congratulate so many other winners, too. Congratulations to our first day prize winner, Jose de Jesus Servin. You won a $2,500 Target gift card, a great shopping spree. This is all courtesy of Newcastle Realty. Our early bird prize winner, Yamil Sob, already planning that dream getaway. You now get to choose from any number of locations around the world, anywhere Delta flies for that Delta Dream vacation. It includes airfare, hotel transportation, and anything you want to do up to $10,000. And Priscilla Butts from Fairburn, she's a winner of this 2023 Dodge Hornet. It's a beautiful Bayou Blue. It's provided by the Tutton Group. This car has all the bells and whistles on it, valued at more than $34,000. Lucy Ohaya from Conyers, Georgia, she won a $10,000 gift certificate for a shopping spree at Georgia Furniture Marts. They've got indoor, outdoor furniture, everything you want. With this $10,000, you could really make your home just like new. I'm Tracy Hutchins.
And we are on board for next year's St. Jude Dream Home giveaway, and you do not want to miss your chance to win an entire home for only $100. We're going to keep you posted on next year's campaign.
It really is an incredible cause that does some truly incredible work, like all of the organizations we've told you about here today. This is what we are all about at Atlanta News First, doing our part in your community each and every day.
We aim to use our voice, get involved, and foster great partnerships that leave a positive imprint in your area. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy holidays.
Thanks.